Hey everyone, so I've got a message for somebody. I'm not sure who it's for, but there is Gemini and Taurus here, and I can see Aquarius on the bottom. So we've got air and earth signs, but it doesn't have to be your sign. But we've basically got communication is key, new moon in Gemini, and then we've got prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Now we've just had this moon, and the one on the bottom is show the world the real you, the full moon in Aquarius, which will be in August. So do think it's very now timing, so very present energy this. But basically this is saying something needs to be communicated. I feel like there's a lot of distractions going on here because something is putting you more in that head than being grounded. So you know, you are being called now to prioritize things. Have you been prioritizing things that have took you off course? But at the same time, it could be confusion through a friend, a family, a relationship. There's certain things going on. I do think it's putting somebody in the head and not in their so it's more like they're not feeling grounded, because with the both new moons as well, it's like communication is key, so I expect some communication, but at the same time maybe you're struggling to see where you stand with somebody, I don't know, or whether it's relationship, but something needs to be resolved, and something just needs to be voiced. But at the same time, maybe write a list of who you love, and you know, see if you are actually prioritizing these things, and if you've been off track prioritizing things where you shouldn't be. Because with this prosperity, this is about now doing a 12-month plan of your business, your work. Have you been drifting away from your work and your career? But something with this full moon in Aquarius, you might be having some kind of conversation with somebody. Now, either somebody's going to need your attention who you haven't been paying attention to, or there's someone who you have been paying attention to that you're not meant to be. You're meant to walk away from this person. So you know, take this how it resonates, guys. So everyone's got a different story. Let's see what we've got. Grounding, root chakra. Oops. Yeah, see what I mean? There's something that's took you off your career path. So we've got root, we've got the solar, and then we've got the intuition. Now, you are being called. This message today is definitely saying someone needs to start grounding their energy. Maybe daily affirmations, maybe nature. I feel like this is somebody who's got sidetracked and took off guard and took off the path of what they might have normally done. Yeah, someone's kind of losing their spark. I think something's been dimming something and causing confusion maybe. But your intuition's been telling you something, and I think you've been ignoring it because you don't want it to be true. Right, so you are being called now to pause, take a minute. You might need to do some meditation, because this is now saying in the silent pause we find the answers to our questions. So you've been asking for something. Now this communication is key. You know, you need to know where you stand in a situation. I do believe that. But you are being called to pause. I think it's so you don't say something out of this is so you don't get pulled into something and say what you're not wanting to say, if that makes sense. I don't know if someone's dimming your light or something. Yeah, reawaken your intuition and allow your emotions to ebb and flow. Something has took you off balance. Now, I think you've started to doubt your own intuition and trust in your own intuition for some reason. Something's knocked you off trusting and being able to feel the energy and maybe your own guidance. And I think it is because you're too in the head. Now everything's clouded. I feel like you clouded this judgment, and now you can't make certain decisions. So don't make no decisions right now, guys. I've got this one. On your path, your soul's path, and step into your authentic self. Let your intuition, something going on with intuition. There's something that you need to connect with your intuition now, because I feel like there's some distrust, disharmony when it comes to your own gifts and your own intuition. You've really it's like you're not trusting in you no more, or your own thoughts, or your own dreams, or your own vision for the future and stuff like that. There's something going on that has really knocked you off balance here. Now with this self-love, I can see on the bottom as well. Yeah, You are being called to do this now. Also, I can see on the bottom of this one as well, with the crow, cut away dense energy. Something that's been holding you back, guys, and you need to be addressing this now. So you might have to walk away from something. Three of Swords. No, you do have to walk away from something. Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Four of Wands. You've got to walk away from something and be independent on your own, single, for your happy ever after to come in, because something needs to be walked away from. Something has to end because it's not doing anything. Now, wow. Right, 1 minute. We've got the Devil, by the way. So we've got the Eight of Cups. You are called to abandon this now. Now, you are being called that you've got to really walk away from this because it's not going anywhere. Now, whatever this is for you, it could be family, friends, a relationship. There is something that is keeping you stuck somewhere, and it's not healthy at all, because this is the Devil energy. So this is something that is unhealthy, and I feel like this might be them on you. Maybe they've got some kind of, yeah, this is what I mean. They've managed to get into your mind, or believing that they're someone that you're meant to be with. I don't know, but there's some kind of attachment here with this now. But this is saying as well, the past needs to be left in the past. So this might be something that you go back and forth to. This is something that you go back and forth, repeating a cycle. But you never know where you stand with this person. I'm assuming they've got some kind of hold, or they're either, yeah, it's like you're addicted to this person, or there's something that keeps you hooked on this person, kind of thing. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So that's what I mean. There is some kind of gift coming though, and some kind of offer. Now this could be offer as in, there could be something like an invitation to some kind of event coming up, like a marriage or a wedding, a festival. There's something. Expect a message of somebody. It might be someone younger than you, could be a water sign. They might invite you somewhere. Go with this, because this is what you're going to need. This is saying that this is going to be like an emotional, happy event, because it's like there's something deeper going on when it comes to this. Maybe it brings up memories, I don't know. There's something going on that you're being, yeah, there's some kind of inspiration coming when you go to some kind of event. Whatever this invitation is that you get invited to, this person might have a crush on you as well, but they might not say this, I don't know, or you might know this, I'm not sure. They might be your friend, yeah, so you might not know that they have a crush. Maybe you are friends and you just didn't know this, but they might speak this up when they go there, because there is something that you're going to discover at this point. Now, you've got many options coming up, this is saying. You have got many different opportunities coming your way, but you do have to walk away from this before this can come in, because you are accomplishing something. There is some completion when it comes to this Devil energy. So whoever this person is, whatever this is that you have to now let go of, it was a contract, but you have fulfilled it now. Now it's time to be independent, stable, ground the energy. You'll feel more content, more happy. But at the minute, there's something that isn't making you feel them things. Now, there is some kind of inspiration coming, and some kind of new inspiration. There's something that you now discovering about yourself, or wanting to discover about yourself. But you're being guided now to, like, be curious about this. Start to seek whatever it is. Find information out. I don't know, but there is messages coming in. Expect messages, guys, because this is definitely saying. And what did we start off with? Communication, yeah. See what I mean? There is a lot of communication coming. And it's up to you to use your discernment of what's true and what's not, because some of it is illusions, and I do think that, especially with this Seven of Cups, but the Magician's on the bottom there, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah, you are walking away from something. Like, some of you might be walking away from something, but you might need some kind of counselling, or you might need some kind of therapy, which that is also will come once you've left this, because you might have to really like go inwards to heal this, because there is something that has been manipulating you for a long time, possibly, and maybe controlling you, I'm not sure. But this is like Magician, this is your manifestation, this is new, brand new coming in for you guys, And at the same time, it could be as well this new inspiration, this new idea. It could be regarding going back to school, or there's something that you've been called to go and do and be curious about, because it will bring you happiness and there's freedom. And yeah, this is like a new journey. This is a brand new journey and a brand new direction, but you have to walk away from this first, because this, I think you've been putting too much energy into something that you wasn't, and I feel like you went off track when it comes to your work. But there's some regarding work coming in for you, so you know, you could be becoming a teacher. Actually, that's what you might be doing. You might be actually being some kind of teacher, if you're not, so you might be doing some kind of course, so you might be the teacher of this course. But something is like, once this is walked away from, obstacles are removed, whatever blockages was there are gone basically. You become some kind of leader. Something is very successful and very stable and very prosperous. There's a lot of money coming in with this, a lot of wealth comes in, but it's stable wealth and feeling secure, and yeah, actually recognizing your progress as well, and having victory with this. This is another thing, there's victory here, but there's a lot of excitement, but you have to walk away for this to come in. Like I say, there's some kind of invitation, some kind of event. Now it could be this is where this inspiration comes from, I don't know. Maybe you're going somewhere and something is shown to you at that place, which then is like, oh, can I do, like, it sparks something within you. And it might be in a new community. So if you are a spiritual person, you might be going to a spiritual event. There could be something that you're shown there that you want to do yourself, I don't know. But there is something regarding either religion or like some kind of spirituality. There's some kind of organisation, some kind of community. But that's what I mean. Whatever this is, it's a skill that you've already got, but you unlock it further. There's something about developing something further and progressing more with this. I don't know if you've started something and then you went off track because of this energy, which sidetracked you. But you are overcoming any challenges now, and basically, yeah, right. So whatever this vision is and whatever this goal is and this inspiration, it's like there's a clear vision coming through, so there's clarity, but it's clear, so there's no like not understanding it. This is like clearly showing you something major here, but you do need to have the strength to be able to do this, because you've got to cut away anything that is going to be hesitate, what holds you back from reaching your goals and your dreams. Underneath the Aquarius, I can see adjustments are required. Yeah, the third quarter moon, that's what it is. I have faith in your dreams. Yeah, something about being took off track, but you're back on track now, but you do need to walk away from this. Something is really unhealthy, and it is something that is weighing you down, and it's putting you in a lower vibration, which I don't feel like you're gaining anything from this anyway. So it's something that you go back and forth, so it could be a friend, a family member, a relationship you always let back in, but it does need to, or a job that you go back to, you need to fully cut this off and walk away for this all to come in then. But yeah, that's the message today, guys. Hope someone got a message out of this, and if they did, please comment and, you know, share with us if you don't mind sharing. But if you want to claim this for your next path, then claim this and let the universe know that this is what you want and this is what you're asking for. So namaste.